ladies and gentlemen. The other day I was talking to a friend of mine who was talking to me about my Motovlog channel, actually, and how I reached 1,000 subscribers, and he was asking questions like what it's like to have a Motovlog channel and what Motovlog is like. So I was describing it to him, and after all was said and done, I guess I came across sounding like with a lot of work and an effort, and he asked the question, why motovlog at all if it's that much work? And I know I poked some fun at this in my 1,000 subscriber video a little bit, but I guess after I told him what motovlog is like and what it's like to run a motovlog channel, it did sound kind of negative, I guess. But the reality is there are some downsides to motovlogging. It's not all a bed of roses. So in this video, I'm going to go over the cons of motovlogging, what the downsides are. Woo! Hear those cicadas out there. This is mid-June, Pennsylvania, and they're buzzing at full force right now. So straight away, I'd say one of the largest downsides to motovlogging is just simply the time involved in motovlogging. Nice old tractor. I'll go up this way. And by the time involved, I mean it does take a bit of time to motovlog and have a motovlogging channel and to upload videos and put videos together and do the filming, do the editing, answering the comments. If you really get into it, having an Instagram account, having a Facebook account, and maintaining those as well. Now, I'll admit, I haven't been so good with the Instagram and Facebook side of things. Truth be told, I kind of just like the motovlogging, the YouTube aspect. Making videos, the editing videos, filming them, putting them on YouTube, that kind of stuff. The Instagram and Facebook side of it doesn't really interest me all that much. Now, I know everyone says if you want your channel to do the best it can, you've got to work the social media stuff too. I'm not really that concerned with it yet. I'm more having fun doing motovlogging. Wow. Like, for example, I used to spend a lot of time watching other motovlogs. Back before I started my channel, channels like McKaylee7, Walterific, Blockhead, Yami Noob, a bunch of them. I used to watch all those people and all their motovlogs, but now, since starting my own channel, I'm finding it increasingly more difficult to find time to watch other people's motovlogs because I'm spending so much time working on my own motovlogs. It's not just the editing part that takes up your time. It's the coming up with topics and deciding what videos I want to film and planning out how you want to film them. Then you gotta do a thumbnail for it, and then you gotta make a description for the video, and if you really want to get super technical with it, search for keywords and tag phrases and stuff like that. All that takes time. Now, can you simply film off the GoPros while you're riding around, just upload the straight up footage right to YouTube and call it a day? Sure, you can do that. And a lot of people do. They don't go very in depth to it. And honestly, there are some channels on YouTube, some motovlog channels, that's all they do. They put the straight GoPro footage right up on YouTube and call it a day. And they're bigger channels than I am. They have more subscribers than I do. So can it work for you? Sure, it can work. And that kind of leads me into one of the other downsides to motovlogging, is that in order to get good at it, let's say, in order to do the video editing and the filming and learn how to film and get your audio good and learn what to do with your audio and stuff and learn all the thumbnails creation. And in order to do all that, you've got to learn how to do it, and that takes time as well. The learning process can be very in-depth, just figuring out how to do things and trial and error, making a few motovlogs, learning how you did them wrong, and then you learn what not to do next time around. Duh, big bump. And part of motovlogging is that you learn continually. It's not like you learn for a few hours and do a few YouTube searches and stuff and you, hey, I'm good at it now, I can do it. It's not really how it goes. Motovlogging is an ongoing learning experience. I've been motovlogging now for over a year and I'm still learning new things. I'm still experimenting with things and trying new stuff out. Learning from other motovloggers what to do, what not to do. Learning things I did before in the past that I now realize were dumb. And you wish you could go back and change things, but when you put up a video and it's up there, it's on YouTube, it's there. Yeah, you could delete it and go back and redo it and put it up again, but I'd rather not do that. I'd rather learn going forward and do things different from here on out. So not only does making the actual motovlogs take time, but the learning process around it all takes a lot of time too. And there are people who motovlog full-time and make a career of it. And this is what they do for a living. They work 40, 50, 60 hours a week on motovlogging. Before I started my own channel, I kind of thought that was ridiculous or exaggerated or wasn't that bad. But now, after motovlogging myself for over a year, yeah, I can see how that happens. It's pretty easy to understand, actually. One more con to motovlogging is that in order to motovlog, you've got to film motovlogs. You've got to actually do the process of filming and while riding, and that can take away a bit of the joy of riding itself. I mean, I love to just hop on the bike, go up for a ride with no real plan in mind and no real destination, just ride for the fun of it. But when you're motovlogging, you kind of have to do a little bit of work while you're riding too. You gotta set the cameras up, turn them on, do the talking part of motovlogging. You know, if you have a topic in mind or whatever, you go down the points you want to make and all that kind of stuff. So can it turn riding into a job, so to speak? Can motovlogging take the fun out of riding motorcycles? Yeah, it can if you let it. It's definitely something that can happen. Now myself personally, that's a lot of the reason why I stuck to putting up one motovlog per week. And why I'll probably stay doing one motovlog per week. Could I upload videos twice a week? Sure, I could, but that takes a lot more work. Pretty much twice the work. Twice the time. Twice the amount of riding motorcycle, where I'm not just simply riding for the fun of it, I'm riding to make motovlogs. Myself, I'm sticking to one motovlog per week, just to keep the time investment down low, to keep some of my riding time for myself and not for YouTube. But there are motovloggers out there trying to go full-time, make a career of it, like Jess Her Two Wheels or Doodle on a Motorcycle. Both of those girls are going to go full-time, make a career of YouTube. And they'll probably succeed. They're both doing pretty well, very well actually. And they're good at motovlogging. They've been doing it longer than I have. Well, Jess not much longer, but a little longer. But Doodle, she's been motovlogging for years. Many years. But going down that YouTube as a career path, yeah, it does turn motovlogging and riding into a job, so to speak. On the flip side of that, though, you ask any billionaire what's the secret to getting rich, most of them say the same thing. The answer is do what you love. Make what you love doing into a career, into something that earns you money. You'll never work a day in your life. yeah, turning motovlogging into a career can turn riding into a job, but what a great job to have. Is that a bad thing, really? I don't know. Wow, cicadas are loud here. Let me slow down, maybe you can hear them over the GoPro. I hit a cicada earlier today, this morning, on the bike. Clocked me right in the top of the helmet. Poor thing. One more downside to motovlogging is that you kind of need to have a thick skin to do it. And by that I mean you got to be able to take criticism and naysayers and negativity in stride. Because when you're motovlogging, you're putting yourself out there in the public space. You're putting up videos with you front and center, and you're putting, you know, your creative side out there on display too. And inevitably, when people make videos on YouTube and have YouTube channels, you're going to get criticism. You're going to get people saying your video sucked. You're going to get people saying your attitude is stupid. The negativity is going to roll in. It's just going to happen. It's the nature of the internet. People are going to lambast you and try to hurt your feelings and be mean to you and all that stuff. Now that said, it's not common. The majority of people watching your stuff on YouTube are going to be nice to you. They're going to be kind, they're going to be supportive. But you will get people being mean to you. That's just a thing that's going to happen if you're motovlogging. Or really just putting anything on YouTube in general. So you got to be able to take that. You got to have a strong enough personality to be able to bear that and not let it get to you. Well, me personally, it doesn't bother me at all. I don't care. In fact, I'm one of those weird people that kind of like negativity because it lets me know that I did something that maybe I could do better, or if people don't like what I'm doing, then, you know, ideally you would learn from your mistakes. Now, I'll give you an example from my part for the Moto Mengy channel. Personally, I'm thrilled about electric motorcycles. I like the whole electric future of transportation, and I recently rode a live wire and I thought it was awesome. I love the live wire. And I made a few videos over the past year and a half about electric motorcycles and the future of electric motorcycles and all that stuff. But what I discovered is that most of the motorcycle community doesn't care for electric motorcycles. They're just not interested in them. They don't care. I keep making videos about them because I like them and I think I'm thrilled about it. I can't wait to buy my first electric motorcycle someday. But not many other people seem to want them or care for them or are thrilled at all about them. Hello, dude. Cicadas, woohoo! Most motorcycle riders seem to love gasoline engines and really want the market to stay that way. But in making all those videos about electric motorcycles, I have learned that most people just don't care about it. And most of my worst performing videos have been those about electric motorcycles. I mean, even my live wire review, in general, bike reviews get lots of views and they do very well on YouTube, but my live wire review, I think as of like a few days ago, I had like 300 views total after a few weeks. No one cares. So when you're motovlogging, one downside is you're going to make videos that suck. That's pretty wow. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to make bad content. And people are going to let you know you did it. Viewers are going to tell you, that sucked. That wasn't any good, yada, yada, yada. So as a motovlogger, you've got to be able to handle that. So I was telling my friend all these things, you know. He's asked me what it's like to be a motovlogger, and I described it. And I guess I came across all the negatives first, and he was like, holy shit. Why are you doing that? Why motovlog at all? Well, there are a lot of good sides to motovlogging too. There's a lot of reasons why I love motovlogging and why I'll keep doing it. save that for another video, because I think I rambled all long enough for this one. It's gotten a little long. I don't want to make an hour-long video about the pros and cons of motovlogging, so I'll just do the cons of motovlogging here, and I'll save the pros of motovlogging for another day. Nice bike. Wow, it's Virago, I think. So let me know down in the comments what you think about motovlogging. Is it worth doing? Are you thinking about doing it? Did I convince you not to? Sorry if I did. Didn't mean to. But I'll do a positive side of motovlogging video later, so help bring it back up again, to elevate it to the levels that I think it is, because I love motovlogging. I think it's fun. I think it's great. I find it challenging. I find it creative. But again, that's enough for another video. I'm going to end this one here before it gets to be an hour long. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And I'll see you in the next video.